Hey everyone, welcome to the Married to the Market podcast. I'm Camry Stoffel, wife, mom of 3, salon owner, and full-time realtor with Town & Country Realtors.
And I am Chance Stoffel, husband, father, and mortgage lender with Motto Mortgage Preferred Partners. We are married to each other and we are kind of married to the market too.
Before we dive in, a quick disclaimer. This podcast is for content and educational purposes only. We're sharing stories, insights, and opinions from our experiences in the industry.
We also want to disclose that Town & Country Realtors and Motto Mortgage Preferred Partners are partnered companies. And yes, we're legally married, just keeping everything transparent so we can stay compliant.
This podcast is where we get real about marriage, parenting, and real estate. The messy, exciting, sometimes overwhelming, but always meaningful parts of life. If you're building a home, a family, or a future, you're in the right place. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Married to the Market, episode 10. I'm Camry Stoffel.
And I am Chance Stoffel. And this is our 5-year goals, go big or go home.
Yes.
So before we get into it, how's your day going?
It's going good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got all the kids dropped off. It's good. You know, our kids are fighting with their cousins already. Fighting over a little cat this morning.
Little cat, honey.
Little cat, honey.
You had some good news for you and I both. With the appraisals came back good.
Yes, Chance and I just had an appraisal come back this morning, and it was good. And now we're kind of, getting the ball rolling for closing.
What does good mean?
Good means, there's one tiny little minor repair that I'll probably just run over and do myself.
But it's not bad. Last time we
No.
talked about appraisals coming in low. This one, in fact, came in high. So
Yeah,
no issues with the value of the home. The
Nope.
borrowers will be happy to know that they have a little bit of equity already in the property based on current market value. And nothing's stopping us from getting a CTC.
Yeah.
The CD is going to be
knock
going
on
out
wood.
today.
Knock on wood.
Yeah.
There's always something.
There's always, it's not closed until it's closed.
Yeah. But it was kind of great because I dropped the kids off and I was walking back to the car and I grabbed my phone and I seen that you had texted me that the appraisal came back good. And then another deal I'm working with another lender and he also messaged me and was like, hey, appraisal came back good. So I was like, oh my gosh.
That's good news.
So yeah, great news.
Yeah. And I have another one I'm working on. The CD just went out and we're scheduled to close Monday. So I have to have the CD out and documents title to get balanced by Friday and close on Monday.
So
Yeah.
that's the one that you've been waiting on?
Say that again?
One of the many. Was that the appraisal that you've been waiting on?
I've been waiting on that one. Not the appraisal.
Okay, different situation.
Yeah.
Different one.
Yeah, we locked the rate and all is well. So
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting. And then Chance actually did if you're familiar with our board in the Muskingum area, it's called MLS Now, which is the GMVAR board.
Mhm.
And you had a mini convention for that today.
Yeah, we set up at the mini convention today, and we'll be there today and tomorrow. But that's for all the local realtors to stop by, get to know the local vendors, and they also have the option to get some continuing education while they're there. So that was cool to stop by, set up our table,
Yeah.
meet some of the vendors, meet some realtors, and I dipped out shortly for us to record this podcast, and then going to go back for a little bit. And tonight I have a networking event in Columbus.
Yeah.
The Business Hop. It's the last one of this year, so I get to meet some people that are in the industry and get to network with people that are in the industry and other industries alike. So look forward to that.
Yeah. I'd love to join you on that eventually.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be at the mini convention, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's for realtors, but I thought I had jury duty today. And so you did too.
I did as well.
So
I just wanted to get out of it. So
yeah, I didn't know if I was going to be able to or not. And then it comes to find out that we're actually just on the list.
the panel,
The
people that
panel.
may be chosen.
Yeah.
So-
So that was a bad call on my part. So
Yeah.
I should probably have. That's
Yeah,
okay.
that's okay.
Okay.
That's okay. So for today, 5 years from now, I don't want us to look back and realize we played it safe. Today's about dreaming big in our marriage and parenting and business.
No limits.
No limits. So we're going to get into it. Segment 1 is marriage. And the question is, if we could design our marriage in 5 years with 0 limits, what does that look like?
Honestly, I feel like date nights for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think just having like a set schedule of every single week we go on a date night, whether it's something big or something small, but away from the kids. It has to be away from the kids. because I think it's so crucial in your marriage in general, but especially in like the early times in parenting, you're kind of just in the deeps of it, you're just kind of surviving. And
Hmm.
I don't know. I think it's important. We struggle with that now, trying to find time to go on a date night. So I think that's important. And then I also wrote down to have one solo vacation a year.
One solo vacation.
Like, I mean, we could bring the kids, but like bring a nanny to watch the kids.
Yeah.
But like just a trip for you and I to
Mhm.
go out and just do us.
No, that'd be really nice. Yeah, that'd be huge.
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
For me, I also put date nights, quick getaways, just having more margin for each other. So
Yeah.
I think time blocking, intentional time set aside for us to, just kind of decompress and get away and
Yeah.
have some time to ourselves. But I agree.
Yeah. I also put down,
And you say I put down like you kind of made notes, but then lost them. So
I made notes and then I never saved them. So now I'm just trying to go off memory. But I also put that like we prayed together.
yeah,
And faith is something that Chance and I are very new in. And so we're learning, but I would love to just, hopefully at that point we'd just be so strong in it and comfortable in it. But I would like for us to start praying together. So
okay.
I like that. Yes. And then number two, what bold step can we take today to start building that vision?
So I can answer that. I kind of mentioned like time blocking, putting it on the calendar.
Yeah.
You kind of mentioned our faith and praying together. I mean, we started going to a new church.
We did.
Yeah, we did. So shout out North Terrace. But
We're week two.
yeah, week two, we were going to another church and they're undergoing some change. Personally, I have enough crazy in my life, so I look for stability in a church, and we kind of align with their values and the people that go there. We tend to like, and their friends, and even our family. So
Yeah.
I look forward to being involved with the church more and growing our faith and having our kids, grow up in that. So that's something that we've kind of modeled that way. Our kids, are brought up in that culture. So
Yeah. And I guess not like something that you and I either grew up with.
yeah,
So I think it's kind of exciting to get to sculpt them and, help them grow in that when, we didn't really have that growing up. It wasn't really a conversation. It was like you can go to church if you want to, but we believe in God and that's it
yeah,
kind of thing. I don't know. I like the fact that we're doing it as a family.
yeah,
That's,
yeah. I do too, and it's something we want to do. Like
yeah.
as a kid, I kind of felt like the choice wasn't mine. But as an adult, like I choose to wake up and go to church on Sunday morning. And whenever I was a kid, I remember sneaking out of church one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I grew
So
up in a school from Arkansas. So I grew up in a school in Arkansas that we actually had a class. It was like 30 minutes. It was in between big periods, but we would all go to the gym and it was like a preacher would come and preach to us for 30 minutes. And I would sneak off to the locker room
oh, wonderful.
just because I'm like, whatever. But so yeah, it's nice to actually be an adult and choose it
Hmm.
and understand on a deeper level.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Segment number two, parenting. The question is, what kind of adults do we want our kids to become, and how can we help them get there? And my answer for this was, I wish for my kids to be kind, resilient, faith driven, and I believe we can get there by modeling it, showing them hard work and generosity, and how to handle changes. So step one is just being active in the church. And then, our kids are like sponges along with everybody else's kids. They see how you act and respond to different things and what you choose to do. And just talk about modeling. So, how we live our lives is how our children will probably live their lives. So,
That's true. I mean, yeah, there are such sponges, but like how I speak to you
mhm,
and how you speak to me, like they're not just listening to us, but they're absorbing like how to treat people
yeah,
and how they're gonna treat their spouse one day. So you don't want them to see you fight or argue. You have little disputes between you and I so they can see like, oh, disputes are healthy as long as they're figured out in a good way. But like you don't ever want to fight in front of them,
yeah,
So I think one thing I want them to be parents. I hope they want to be parents,
mhm,
but um I don't know, because I think being a parent changes you so much and it opens your mind to so much more. And so I hope that they want to have a family and I really just hope that they're happy and driven, like you said, and just like want a lot out of life. I don't want them to ever settle. I just want them to I think you and I have done a lot and
mhm,
I feel like we're very successful, but I want them to be like, oh, that was nothing. I want them to completely shine through that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, me too.
yeah.
Yeah. I definitely want to be an example, but I don't want them to limit their success to me. I remember one time there was a study where a daughter, you kind of limit your success to like your family ceiling. So if you're, say for instance, about money, if your parents make $60,000, that tends to be your cap. So if you're mindful of that, whatever we make, I just hope that that's not their cap. Like for instance, if your family overeats and they indulge in food, like your kids tend to be the same way. If your parents are hardworking, say they do well for themselves, I would tend to think that the children would go down the same path. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, I think you set your limitations. Henry Ford said, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. So, you are your own biggest critic. And if you can't do it in your mind, you're not going to do it. So, I just think
You
you
get
can
me
do
with that
anything.
a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I can't do that. And you're like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's,
yeah, I suck. You're right. You do suck.
you're right. What about question number 2? What's one extraordinary thing we want to do as a family in the next 5 years?
um, One thing I think that we're planning to do in 1 year, I think is really cool.
Yep.
Chance and I are wanting to renew our vows at our 5 year. And it's a lot sooner than most people renew their vows, but we just want to. My dream wedding was to like go to Utah and just kind of be up on a mountaintop and us, get married there.
Hmm.
But we had a different wedding. And so we kind of talked like, maybe when we renew our vows, we'll do that. And when we planned it, we didn't have any children. But we always talked about like at that point, we'll probably have kids and discuss kids being up there with us and just having a photographer there to like snap some shots and maybe a family session out of it too.
Yeah.
So,
I think that's really cool.
yeah.
That'd be nice. Yeah. Turn it into a little trip. One of my things, a big trip, maybe like Disney or a cross country trip.
Ooh.
That won't be next year, but
Yeah.
in the future, we always talked about doing an RV trip across the country. We plan to homeschool. So in the next 5 years, our kids will be 7 and 6. So I could see 5 years RV trip,
Homeschooling.
homeschooling, hitting all the stops.
Oh, they would love that.
Yeah, I don't know what that looks like, but that'd be really cool.
Yeah, I would love that. We are, yeah, I guess in 5 years we'll be homeschooling. So that's a big, huge goal for
Mhm.
us, which I'm really excited about. I've been doing so much research on the curriculum I'm wanting to use, which I'm sure that'll change by then. But
Yeah.
just getting it all figured out and what I want to do. And
Yeah.
so many of my friends are wanting to homeschool too, which I just think is a great movement. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that too. It's not something I always aligned with, but now that I'm older and things have changed, I believe a little bit with homeschooling and how kids can still interact with, sports, and then there's co-ops and
Yeah. Oh,
all
yeah.
these different trips that they take together. And, I think it's really important. So,
I just feel like it was such a weird fad growing up. People talked about homeschooling. You're just like, oh, socially awkward.
yeah, but
That was a thing. And it's not like that
not
because
always.
it's
Yeah.
not always, but like you are socializing your kid, hopefully, you have a stronger push to want to socialize them more when
Yeah.
you are homeschooling. But, get them in sports and clubs and you are still associated with the homeschool that you live in. So you can do their sports and their clubs or dances and graduation. Like um, you can attend as much as you want. And
I think it's different too if you're a part of a co-op or if you homeschool and the
yeah,
parents are the teachers strictly, you might not have that social interaction.
yeah,
So if you partake in a co-op, I mean, you have classrooms with homeschool kids and they bring in, so they bring in a teacher on a subject or they bring in a nurse or something to teach a health
yeah.
class or,
They
you
do
know,
field trips once a
field
week.
trips once a week. So that's cool.
Yeah. And then co-op's not every day. It's from like twice a month, like limited, but you take so much from it. And then you also go on field trip with that group
Hmm.
once a week. So you're seeing them often.
Yeah, a couple times a week. And
Yeah. It still gives you the opportunity to have that homeschool feeling at home and
correct.
do your own thing.
Yeah.
But I love it. I guess homeschooling was on my list too, because that was like at the 5 year thing. So that was one huge thing.
For me too, like one extraordinary thing with parenting, potentially having maybe like a cabin or something that we can get away to
Yeah.
and kind of have those memories to grow up,
Yeah.
close knit, tucked away in a cabin in the woods, just, all the things, playing board games,
Oh, I would love that. No electronics,
no electronics, that'd be
no
cool.
Wi Fi,
No Wi Fi, no Wi
no Wi Fi.
Fi. Yeah,
No,
but
yeah.
that'd be great. All right. Segment 3, real estate and business. If our business could be anywhere in 5 years, what does that look like? And that's worded in a way like we kind of do business together, but where do you want to be at in 5 years with your business?
Honestly, I mean, I think starting out, you kind of have to do it solo. There's a lot of things that take up the time that hold you back in a way from growing. So I think in 5 years, I would like to have had built a team that I work with,
Mhm.
just other realtors. There's so many teams, the brokers that I work at, there's a lot of teams. So I get to see different ones and they're all done differently, which I love. Um, so I would just like to maybe figure out what I really want, but I would like to have a team built and have that growing. I think one thing that takes a lot of my time is showings. And so I don't know if I could maybe even hire someone to do some of those for me. That would be really nice
Yeah.
because it does take a lot of time, especially when one thing that really bugs me is like
Mm.
when someone sends you a house and you've been working with them quite a long time and you know them enough that you know they're going to hate the house or hate the location, but you're like expressing that to them, but I still want to see it just in case.
Hmm.
So the other day I drove an hour to a house that I knew they weren't really going to like. And we walked in and within like a few minutes, they're like, yeah, it's not really feeling it. Thanks so. And then they left. And I was like,
Yeah.
that was 2 hours of my day and so much gas. And I knew that they weren't going to like it, but they were persistent on seeing it. So, it is up to us because it is your client. So you do have to show it to them unless you can, talk them down from it. But that's always happening.
Yeah.
So I would like to maybe have someone do that for me.
So your goal would be to be a team lead and have, like-minded individuals working alongside you. And the common goal would be to sell real estate. And
Yes.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. Well, very nice. Hopefully I can help you with that.
Well, thank you. What is yours?
Mine's a pretty big goal. We're talking 5 years here, but my goal is to become Zanesville's top mortgage lender, not just in numbers, but in trust and helping families and investors, while also having balance and systems in place. So
Nice.
I think in order to become one of the top lenders, you can't do it by yourself, and you also have to be efficient and have systems in place. So
Yeah.
my goal is to be very systematic and have a repeatable, referable business, and also have a team.
Ooh. Different kind of team though.
Yeah,
They look different.
yeah, they look very different. So with mortgage lending, I mean, if you're a team lead, primarily the job might be to generate business and maintain those relationships with referral partners and past clients and investors. And then the team would look like maybe having a loan operating assistant, having in-house processing. If you're doing a lot of deals, you could have you're an underwriter, um, and then of course we're a mortgage broker. So um, we would still continue to work with multiple brokerages, or not brokerages, but multiple wholesale lenders. Um, so yeah,
Nice.
yeah, scalable systems, striving to be the best, not just in numbers, but the number of families that we could help. So in our market, the loan amounts are lower. So on a local level, number of families helped, but on a state level, it's hard to compete because our loan amounts are lower. So
Yeah. That's awesome. I love that. It's a big bold.
big
5 year
goal,
goal.
5 year. You gotta set your goals high. Yeah.
I there's like a list on the MLS that kind of shows like where you rank um as a realtor, and my broker was showing me how to do that, and I looked at it and I seen my number, and I was kind of impressed with myself
Yeah.
for being someone so new.
Yeah. So new. And I mean, how many active members are there? Was it, the bottom number?
I think they said 270.
270. And what number were you?
Um,
89?
86.
86.
Yeah,
So that's pretty good.
that is really good. I was really excited.
Yeah. You're the top third. And I mean, you've only been doing it since March,
February. My first deal was April.
April.
So
And how many do you have in the pipeline?
that's like 6 months. I mean, I have four um in contract right
Four in
now.
contract. So
Yeah. And we're closing one hopefully in a couple of days.
yeah. So in the next month, you're going to double your numbers. So I
Yeah.
wonder where that'll put you at as far as rankings go, just
Yeah.
based on your pipeline.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it's just I'm grateful for the industry and grateful for the ability to get my license when I did and
I agree.
for our family. So
Yeah. Yeah. You and me both. I mean, as far as our marriage and our parenting, I mean, we've both made a lot of sacrifices,
we did.
changing careers. I was in a career for 10 years and I no longer do that, doing something new. And
Yeah, which is
you,
terrifying.
you were in a career for 7 years, 8 years.
I don't know. I've been out of it a little
Yeah.
bit. I left the industry for a few years, came back. Ultimately, since 2015,
You've been
I've been doing
licensed.
hair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, yeah, that's huge.
yeah,
So,
it's awesome. I'm proud of us.
yeah, I'm proud of you too.
I'm proud of you.
All right. Did we mention what's the biggest bold move we're willing to make now to reach that vision?
I feel like that one was hard for me.
And we kind of maybe already answered some of it. I guess for me, it's scaling my referral system. So the individuals that I work with, I have a thing called the Focus 40, and it's top producing agents that are, ideally they are full time real estate agents and have active listings and well, more so on the buying side, but they have 8 transactions in a year would be a qualified agent. So you look to build those relationships with qualified agents that refer business, and I hope to help them reach their goals just like they also help me reach my goals.
Yeah.
But making sure agents, past clients, and partners automatically think of me and, also on deals that we work together, us.
Yeah.
So,
That's like just the biggest bold move right now is almost the time we're putting in
mhm,
because in the early stages, it is just us doing it ourselves and building that referable business and
yeah,
trying to build relationships with people so they at least know your name and maybe give you a shot that they can see how good you are at your job. But I think just getting your name out there and building strong relationships in the beginning is key to
yeah,
even have any of that. So I would say definitely time is the biggest move right now.
time.
Just investing so much time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, just front loading your work. So, kind of on the back end, you have put in the work and then you have verified systems
Yeah.
and things that work, so
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, I can't actually build a team until I've been licensed for 2 years. So it's not something I can just like jump in right now and just do it. So what can I do in the meantime is just,
mm,
build as much knowledge as I can on everything about real estate and then just get as much experience as I can and build relationships.
and you could probably hire someone hourly to do you have to
Yeah.
be licensed to walk a property?
Yes.
Yes. You have to be licensed. So yeah. So licensed and then you can have virtual assistants if you needed someone to dial, for you or
Oh, I mean, even thinking in 5 years, what real estate's even going to
yeah, oh
look
my
like.
gosh. Hopefully I have a job.
I don't know. Same. You know what? An AI could never unlock those doors. So
No.
I just think about like how much AI is going to take over certain tasks. I'm so curious of what real estate's going to look like in 5 years.
It's
Even
changing so much.
it is, and so fast. So it's interesting. What is your 5 year moonshot? With me, all these goals, you're like reaching for the stars. So a moonshot would be something that's sounds impossible that you could never have, but it's something to at least strive for.
Like tangible things or like goals,
No goal.
shot
A
goal.
goal. No, I mean not impossible. I feel like I don't know the way our mindsets are. We're like nothing's impossible. I don't know. I mean, maybe even like being the top realtor in Muskingum. That sounds like an impossible 5 year shot, but it's not
The person that's number one's probably been doing it for 40 years, 50 years.
a long time.
Person that's number two.
You know the list, so he's trying to remember.
Uh, I-
That would maybe be my main shot because it almost seems like it's an impossible thing, but it's something that I really want to strive for.
even if you come up short and you're number five, like that's pretty
Who
cool.
cares? Yeah. As long as so many people know my name and they associate it with real estate, I'm cool. I'm good with that for now.
Yeah.
But I just want to I don't know, shake the industry in a way like I don't want it to be the norm. I want to do things that are out of the norm and be known for something more.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah.
Should I say mine?
Yes. You're just gonna blow mine out of the water.
Probably.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just tough. I definitely want to be held accountable. So this is like kind of important to say on air, but I guess I want to be able to donate like $30,000 a year to the church or nonprofit organizations, or maybe youth programs. So I mean, you have to make a substantial amount of money to be able to give back that amount.
Yeah.
But just the number of families I wish to help,
Yeah.
and that would be huge. So not just getting to the closing table, but also making an impact after we get to the closing table, being able to help their friends and family and be a trusted referral source.
I love that. That makes mine seem a little selfish. I thought
Well,
it was
yours
more
is
business
I,
standpoint.
I
Yours
guess
is more like life standpoint in business.
yeah, but I mean yeah, I mean it's a monetary value,
Yeah.
and that's going to be a percentage of what I make,
Yeah.
and I want to give that back, and then just a number of families helped. Like if you're the top agent in Skingham County or the GMJR, I mean, you're helping a lot of families.
Yeah, that is true.
So and we didn't talk about how much money the top agents made. Those are
No.
based on buy and sell sides, and then also a dollar amount. But
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah. I love that one though. It's a really good one.
You like that one?
I do.
I don't know if I do or no, but
He's terrified because I was like, now I have to do it.
yeah, it's good to write those goals down. I mean, if you're listening to this, write your goals down. Tell somebody that will hold you accountable. And if you don't do it, suspect, repercussions,
Yeah.
such as being laughed at or
And then even the questions that we asked today, you guys write them down. I'll actually put them in the show notes. But
Cool.
ask them with your partner and maybe ask them your parenting and marriage, especially. But if you guys do business together or even business separately, what are your business goals?
Yeah.
So it's a big way to grow and
definitely.
reflect on yourself too.
Yeah, and things you can do to make an impact in your children's life. Things that you do now, you'll probably see show up like 5 years down the road. So it's not going to have a direct impact, but ultimately the change will come if you're intentional and
Yeah.
mindful of what your kids see and grow up around. Yeah,
Most important job we have,
yeah, I agree.
raising the next generation, Generation Beta.
Is that what it is?
I hate that.
Is it beta?
Yeah, it sounds like a little fish.
What are you? Z?
What are you?
Millennial.
I'm Gen Z.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm one of the older ones.
You're supposed to be good with money, they say.
Yeah.
And you're not going to college and wrapping up a bunch of debt, more trades, real estate agents.
Well, that sums up our episode this week. Listen to us on Spotify and watch us on YouTube. We are Married to the Market. Follow us on socials, Married to the Market, and on our business pages. You are
Chance.thelender.
And I'm TC Realty. And we'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. See you. Thanks.
Bye.